Hello everybody and welcome back to Ren Gaming. We have a kind of review stroke unboxing type thing today. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do an unboxing yet because it depends if I can get it out of the box. You know, sometimes these things are packaged a little bit, what's the word? I think they use a bit too much kind of passion when they package them, but these don't look too bad. Well, what we've got is the H2100 or the 2100 headset from Corsair with their new, which I don't particularly like, their new Corsair gaming badge. Now these are the gaming ones. These are 7.1 surround, although it is electronic in 7.1. There aren't separate speakers. But we'll get to that when we get to the sounds in a bit. So I haven't actually opened this yet, so this is the kind of first look, if you know what I mean. The Corsair packaging is lovely. I do like the yellow they've used, and there is a little tiny bit of yellow trim on the ear pads as well. I think the last generation had the blue, but I really don't care. Once they're on my head I can't see them, so and you know, I'm going to be using them in my office where no one can see me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They could be pink for all I care. Anyway, so like I say, these are the wireless. So they are 2.4 gigahertz wireless freedom up to 40 foot, which should be interesting to test. Genuine Dolby 7.1 surround. Take that with a pinch of salt, but it's not really genuine Dolby, is it? Because there are only two speakers. And efficient 50mm neodymium drivers, and I can't say that word. I've never been able to say it, and yeah. Anyway, so on the back, I'll read the gubbins because you know. It says legendary audio, zero hassle. Apparently, 2.4 gigahertz wireless freedom up to 40 foot plus 10 hours of uninterrupted gaming. Epic immersion in true multi-channel audio. Genuine Dolby 7.1 delivers lethally accurate positional audio. Try saying that after a couple of pints. Unlock legendary audio. Efficient 50mm drivers create staggering bass, scintillating highs and towering dynamic range. Probably should have proofread this really before anyway. Embark on marathon gaming sessions. Microfiber wrapped memory foam ear pads enable extended play. The rest is in French and I don't read that. Technical specs of the headphones: the frequency response is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Impedance is 32 ohms at 1 kHz. The drivers are 50mm. The microphone is a unidirectional noise cancelling microphone with a 2.2k ohms impedance. Frequency response 100 Hz to 10. Sensitivity minus 42 decibels to plus 3. Wireless range up to 40 foot or 12 meters, and battery life is 10 hours. So they should be awesome. I haven't had this out for a while, the trusty tool of unboxing. Let's see what we get. Now, well, so far so good. Now, sadly enough, we're going to have to pack these away again as soon as I get them unboxed because, well, after I've used them today, because we're moving house, and it's just more clutter, isn't it? So in the box we have loads of stuff. This would appear to be a dongle for the USB adapter, which hopefully that's a relief. I didn't think it was in there. It's how you're supposed to take it out. So this, I imagine, sits in here. USB plugs into your desktop or your laptop, whatever you're using it for. There we go. We have a power lead for the headphones. I'm not going to show you the good bit yet. So it's a standard USB to a mini, and then we have a instruction book, which I'll probably never use. And that is that for the packaging. So we'll pop that away. Now onto these fellas, which again are, oh yeah, tie wraps. So why don't I do unboxings that often these days? let's have a go. Let's have a look. Well, they're very well protected, but then again, everything Corsair send are very well protected, and there we go. So let's have a look. I'll see how close I can get without this thing going stupid autofocus crazy. So the microphone side, non-microphone side, I would imagine they do say left and right on them somewhere, I would hope, otherwise what good is that? Generally I like to wear my headphones, yeah, this way round, with my boom down here. Wow, noise isolation is awesome. Fits nice on the head. This is very, very soft. I can hardly hear myself actually. That's how good the noise isolation is. They do look really good. He says checking himself out. So this side there is a button. I do not know what that button does yet. I'll get to that after I've used them and done the conclusion. There is also a scroll wheel, which I imagine is some sort of volume control. This side there is absolutely nothing, and on here is your mini USB to charge them. Now this is the memory foam on the earpieces, and it is really, really soft. It's very nice. It would be nice to see leather on them because they're not a cheap headset, but there you go. And this is, I would imagine, a fake. Probably not really there again, but again it's very soft. Now there is only one way these fit, and that is that way around. So same as everything else. The microphone, this spoon it's adjustable, but it doesn't come out, so you won't be able to use these on the tube unless you want to look like a tit. But you couldn't use them on the tube anyway because you'd have to take your PC with you or your laptop. You could use them on the tube if you had your laptop. Not on a mobile, possibly a tablet. I don't think they're designed for it, so they probably won't work in that respect. But there you go, that's the first look. So no doubt I'll make a break in typical Ren fashion. It'll be really messy, and then I'll probably make lots of cuts because I always do. We'll get the software loaded up. I'll show you what that's like. And then we'll come back after a night of using them with a little conclusion. So looking at the software we get with the headphones, this is downloadable from the Corsair website. On the left hand side here we have some Dolby stuff and a big power button, which I'm not quite sure what it does yet, not quite worked that out, but you've got your Dolby or your 7.1 surround depending which button you press. Up on the right hand side here we have the 2.0 stereo, 5.1, 7.1. For the sake of this we are on 7.1 because we listen to a lot of games, and then they do give you a default list of kind of settings for the EQ. Audiophile 1.2, 2, and then etc, etc. The one I found most kind of what's the word, convenient was the FPS one. Playing Battlefield, the FPS one was fucking awesome. I could hear people throwing ammo at me, I could hear people doing this, that and the other. It was brilliant. The movie one you can see now was really, really good for movies, strangely enough. I'm sure the guys at Corsair must know what they're doing, and it was really good. But I did make my own little one for rock. I listen to I love my rock. I listen to lots of rock music. We had some dubstep, a bit of dance, and we went back to Dire Straits. We had some Queen on there as well. And my own profile was the better one for all of them, which kind of makes you wonder, maybe Corsair should have tried a little bit harder with what they were doing. On the left hand side, I've moved the mouse now, but on the left hand side you had the volume and the microphone. We had no distortion at all. We had some hiss at higher volumes, which I am a little bit concerned about, because no matter what I've done, I've not managed to quiet it. But so far the headphones have been very, very good. Right, so let's do a conclusion. I used these last night playing Battlefield 4, and we played some Wolfenstein as well, so 2 first-person shooters. I've also been playing Life is Strange, and the sound on that's lovely anyway, and they sound really, really, really good with these. As a first-person shooter, kind of preset, using them with Battlefield and Wolfenstein, these were very, very good. And I know it's not real 7.1, as there's not actually the actual different speakers in there, but it does a wonderful job of simulating it. Music wise, we listened to, I have a list here, we listened to Please Come In by Blackstone Cherry, and we kind of went completely the opposite direction, and then we listened to Eskimo by Damien Rice. Uptown Funk, we had Save the World by Mode Step, Live For What I Die For by Jess Mills, excuse me, which is kind of dubsteppy remix of it. And then we went for some Trivium, Ascendancy, and these handled it absolutely fantastic. Now the little kind of EQ mix I made and saved on the previous bit of the video, I called it rock, but it's a general purpose music one. It sounded really, really good. The bass is fantastic. The volume on these is awesome. I managed to get up to about 90%, which is just ridiculous because you could probably hear it outside, and there was no distortion at all. Noise isolation wise, they are brilliant. They keep outside noises just away. You know, there's no chance of hearing anyone screaming next door if they're being murdered or something like that. They do leak. If you're sat with someone in the same room and you're gaming with these up loud, they will be able to hear it. But then again, decent headphones are designed to push music into your ears, not to worry about what goes out the back. They are closed back, but the only negative so far was some hiss, which I couldn't work out how to get rid of. They are wireless, and it's a Wi-Fi signal, so there's always going to be some interference. But it is a trait with wireless headphones, especially when you're using them across a lounge. My XA7s from Turtle Beach are the only ones I've got that don't hiss. It's strange, but all the ones I've had previously do. I'm not going to let that take away from the actual quality of these, because they are quality, and if you can get them cheap, I'd pick them up. You can get them for about £100 Amazon, well, like £150 for them, but I wouldn't pay that. But so we're going to have to give it a rating, and because of the quality, and because they will be the only headset you'll ever need, and the range is very, very good. I haven't got 40 minutes to walk around in here, so I don't actually know if that's going to work. But battery life as well, they lasted me all night, and they're still fully charged. Well, it's nearly fully charged now. I'm going to give it the Ren Gold Award, which is our top award. Because they're awesome. So it's a big thumbs up to Corsair for making an awesome product. As I always say, guys, if you've got any questions or comments, chuck them down here underneath, and I'll see you all very, very soon.